Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Weddings and Messages. I'm Angel. Well, it's time for another Timeless Tarot reading. Are you ready? They're all collected in the playlist. If you were called to this, then there's a message here for you. If not, the playlist contains them all and they're timeless, so just go to anyone that calls you. Always remember that this is a collective reading, so only take what resonates and never force the message to fit. As all the other readings, this too was pre-channeled by a song. And in fact, I took a couple of notes here because there were so many details that I didn't want to forget. The song is called Wrapped Around Your Finger, and it's by The Police, very famous song. It came out in 1983 in the UK, and then in the US it came out in 1984. Now, if you're into numerology, for example, or if you've been watching, we've already had a video where there was a song that came out in 2 different years, and this is happening again. In fact, when I heard the actual song Wrapped Around Your Finger and the lyrics, for some reason when I woke up I said, okay, that must come from the album Dream of the Blue Turtles, and it's wrong. It doesn't come from that album. It comes from an album called Synchronicity. In any case, I had actually seen blue, a lot of blue, and so that came to mind. And so I set up with a blue set of cards. I was just hearing the word blue. Go with the blue cards. Instead, it came from Synchronicity, and I started looking at the details. There are so many synchronicities between this channeling, this reading, and the previous Timeless Tarot readings, the previous 2. Like I said, there's a difference of 1 year that could be relevant to you. Maybe there's a 1 year some sort of time frame that has been developing, or it has already developed, the years 83, 84 for some reason. We're picking up again the master number of 22 because it came out in the US in 1984, and that breaks down to a 22, which is a master number, someone who is really strong and can manifest. So whoever this energy is, it's very, very strong. Okay. It was incredible. The album instead was Synchronicity and not Dream of the Blue Turtles. And I was wondering, okay, so why did I pick that up? I mean, there's always a reason, right? The album itself had the colors black and blue, which calls to mind 2 Timeless Tarot readings ago, that it was all in black and blue. It was someone really, really being sad. Okay. Now, this is incredible. I woke up at 5:08. The song woke me up, which breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to a 4. 22 breaks down to a 4 as well. And when I did the calculation in my head, I got a flash of the 4 of Wands, the card of the 4 of Wands, which talks about a celebration. It's typically a marriage or a twin flame reunion, which is really, really happy. It's a really happy card, and it's really beautiful. The actual energy I had around it was positive. So even if the color of the cards today are blue, and they're a positive blue, they're not that dark blue with the black, I was picking up a lot of positive energy, like really beautiful energy. The lyrics that I heard, in fact, picked up the title of the song, and they were slightly different because it's a message for you. And it was, I'll be wrapped around your finger, you'll be wrapped around my finger. The pronouns switch. Okay. And then that kept repeating, and then I had there was another one that said, you consider me the young apprentice, which is the real line, meaning that most likely they are younger than you. And then it followed with, I consider you the young apprentice. Again, a switching of the pronouns, reversing of the roles, which was not part of the song, of course, but I kept getting them with the 2 versions. So what I'm picking up here is being very positive, very beautiful, sweet vibe that I picked up. I was picking up balance, equality, and fairness. Whatever this relationship is, whatever this connectionship is, it's balanced, it's fair, it's not one-sided, for example, because you can actually think wrapped around your finger, okay, there's one person that dominates and not the other one. The other one's like, okay, so it's unrequited love. It's not, it's not reciprocal or anything. And that's not nice. It's nice when it's balanced, when it's going back and forth in the same manner. And like I said, the 4 of Wands, which is like the union between the twin flames, it has an infinity symbol. It goes back and forth, and it's perfectly balanced. Now, as I was looking up the actual lyrics to see the difference in my message to you and the lyrics itself, I came across a line which said, devil and deep blue sea are behind me. Wow. Okay. So it really got me curious because in reality, I had never really gone into the song deeply to understand the whole thing. Now, the devil, of course, is not a good figure, and a deep blue sea, blue, in this case, deep blue sea associated with the devil, sadness, very deep, something happened. Okay. I realized what I was picking up is that the whole song is about someone that was under the control of another person, but they figured it out and they were able to turn the tables on them and finally get their freedom. So therefore, the devil was the person that that they were involved with, and the deep blue sea because they were drowning. They were actually drowning in it. They were extremely sad, but they were able to get out of it. Okay. This is incredible because it's what I'm picking up is that the reason why, if you know this person or if you're connected to them in any manner, this blueness that is connecting to the previous songs as well, the last two Timeless Tarot songs, it's continuing. Okay. Now I was starting to write all these details down here, in this notepad. And then when I was setting up, I said, okay, I'll put it down here as well. And I went to close it and take a look. It's blue. Devil in the Deep Blue Sea. I thought the album was called Dream of the Blue Turtles. Sea turtles, blue. Everything is coming up blue. Okay, so a lot of synchronicity, especially the name of the album, Synchronicity. So without further ado, let's go see what this message is, because I'm not picking up sadness, which is really good. There was sadness, but it's behind them, right? Devil in Deep Blue Sea behind me. And equality, balanced, fairness. This is beautiful. On the 30th of March, by the way, there's a video coming out on my channel that I made for you of Venus going into Taurus, and it's all about balanced, authentic relationships. Temperance. Oh gosh, I was supposed to say temperance. I forgot. I knew it. I should have said it. I was picking up about the balance and the equality, balancing it out. I was going to say, watch the temperance card come out in the reading. It's the general energy. Okay, I didn't call it. I'm sorry, but wow, I wish I had. Darn it. Okay, I should have written it down in my notes. I had when I was waking up, I said temperance. What's the temperance card have to do with it? Things are going to be balanced out. Equality, fairness, just like we said, just like the lyrics. I'll be wrapped around your finger. You'll be wrapped around my finger. It's love that goes both ways. It's feeling love, not just of being in love, or rather being loved by someone, but actually being loving them, which is actually the better part of it, right? Because when you're loved by someone and you don't really care about them, that's nothing. It's like when you do love someone, that you're winning the lottery there, right? Okay, I should have said that. Gosh, I would have had it on video as well. In any case, let's start. This is a beautiful energy. It's Sagittarian energy, and it's a truth-telling sign. So it has to do also with the truth and balancing things off. Okay, I couldn't keep those. I was just turning around, setting up, and these flew out. I have to take them at this point. I just wanted to say, this talks also about a lot of understanding, okay? And what is really nice, it talks about making room for love, because as the classic tarot, there's an angel pouring water from one cup into the other. Make room for love to come into your life, because it's going to come in. Okay, well, if these already flew out, I have to take them. Let's go see. Yep, you're getting communication. 8 of Wands. Something is moving very quickly. It's going to happen. These are messages. It's passion, because we're talking about wands. And I had said temperance is a Sagittarian energy, which has to do with wands because it's a fire sign. You may know someone who's a Sagittarian or has Sagittarius in their main placements. Oh, by the way, the details that I just mentioned, all the ones that I wrote, I'll be putting them down in the description box so you can take a look and see if there's any synchronicities with you, like with the numbers or the colors or anything else. This, there's something coming your way, okay? Make room. From one cup to the other, someone's coming your way, and something is going to happen very quickly, and it's going to be very positive. I can say you can be swept off your feet. Let's go see the details to this one. 4 of Swords. Okay. If you did not have contact with them, if you still don't have contact, this talks about no contact, right? There's a separation in some form. This is going to end. This message coming in, this whatever it is that's going to happen, that comes in, it's going to break this contact. Okay, because at the moment, if they did not reach out, if there was no contact, it's because someone was healing. Okay, there was some sort of pause. Someone pressed the pause button and said, I have to recover from something. I have to recover from hurt. Could have been you, could have been them, could have been both of you. Okay. And yeah, they were holding back some sort of emotional problem. Okay. Now, we already sort of had a little insight with the song, The Devil in the Deep Blue Sea Behind Me. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be an interruption to this. There was a pause. There's no communication, something, but it's being broken. The Elder of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. This is talking about a long-term commitment. Okay. This energy that is coming in, this King of Pentacles, is someone that you can actually count on. Very grounded. And this is telling me that they are ready for a serious commitment. Okay, this might be the message that's coming through. This person knows, or you may know, what you deserve, and they're not going to settle for less. Okay, they're coming in seriously. So if they're coming in for you, if you get a message that interrupts this this silence or something, or if you happen to meet them, it's something that happens really quickly. Okay, usually it is a message, but not necessarily. It can be something else. They're serious. Okay, very, very serious. This also talks about both people in the relationship working hard on the relationship to make it work, but not necessarily having to work hard. Okay, they just do it because they want to, and they actually enjoy each other's company. So this already connects with the lines. I'll be wrapped around your finger. You'll be wrapped around my finger. Okay, it's like we're gonna be inseparable here. Okay, Five of Pentacles, beautiful. In the reverse, feeling welcome back in. Yeah, we have the separation here, the not talking, etc. Maybe you felt left out in the cold, rejected or whatever. That is completely over. There's healing. This is a beautiful card of reconciliation. It's like you're coming back in, okay? There's going to be a completely new perspective to recover this relationship, okay? Someone's confidence has come back. A lot of confidence has come back. And there's a reciprocity in helping each other with difficulties. Interesting. Okay, and that one, okay, this one actually spun. That one stayed down. Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles. You're going to have an important decision in love to make. Okay. There's some sort of change. They're coming back. Now, of course, they've gone through something. Okay, we already had that from the song coming in. They've gone through something very hard, so this causes change. Most likely, the separation has caused a change in you because everything provokes some sort of change and evolution. There's going to be a rebalancing. There's balance wanted here, okay? There's a need for balance, readapting to maybe some sort of change. It could cause you to be a little bit overwhelmed, okay? It could be a little bit unstable at the beginning because you meet up again and there's maybe time has gone by. The fact that I was getting 2 years, that the song came out in 1983 in the UK and then 1984 in the US, suggests that there's like two different countries, two different people. There's a little bit of instability. See, the card came out like this and then it spun, right? Meaning that it has to be balanced a bit. It's moving still. It's not there yet, but that is the intention of the person. You consider me the young apprentice. I consider you the young apprentice. I'll be wrapped around your finger. You're going to be wrapped around my finger. Whatever I feel, you feel. Okay. It's going to be really balanced. At the beginning, it won't be like that automatically. But it's going to be really strong. In any case, it's going to be very strong. You're going to love it. I wish I had said that temperance thing at the beginning. I knew it. I had this vision of this temperance card and I said, watch me not say it. And then it'll come out as the general energy. Bang. Exactly like that. Oh, well. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what else do we have? This is a really nice message. Thank you. And it fell on the Temperance card. It's connecting to, therefore, the Sagittarian energy, the balancing out. What is this? 8 of Cups. Okay, the 8 of Cups is all about leaving something for something else better, right? Well, the Devil and the deep blue sea behind me. That's it. This person has left something nasty, something blue that they were deeply involved in that was very sad. In this case, it was a dark blue sad, okay? The album was black and blue. So, and it was associated with the Devil, of course. They're leaving that. That's all gone, okay? That, there was either a natural conclusion to it, or they walked away from it, or both, okay? They just realized something and they just walked away, just like the song, right? They were under control of someone. They realized it, and then they were able to make the tables turn and free themselves. So that definitely is confirmed from the song. They're leaving, and it's all gone. Guardian of Wands. Okay. This is talking about the Queen of Wands. Okay. I'm picking up that this person was involved with a karmic energy. Okay, most likely that's why I saw the flash of the card 4 of Wands in my mind. When I was starting to calculate the number 508, the time, right, that it ended up being a 4, and I saw that. At least I said that when I didn't say the Temperance one, but what the heck. Yeah, that has to do with twin flames. And when you talk about twin flames, there's karmic energies. What they are leaving behind is that karmic, the karmic energy. That's all gone. Okay, that's what they're leaving behind. 7 of Pentacles in the upright. This is all about the reward for waiting. Okay, they went through a lot. There's some sort of compensation I'm picking up here. They got something out of this. They've become much more mature because of this experience, and they have a lot more patience. Okay. Yeah. They were able to turn the tables and get their freedom. It took a while. Okay. But they were able to do it. Good for them. Okay. Spirit, what else can we tell the viewer about this energy? Oops. Ace of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Swords in the verse says, wait. This is a message for you, right? This is a message for you because you're saying, okay, that's great, but you know what? In the meantime, I haven't heard from them, and this happened and that happened. True. Wait, because there is some confusion. There was poor communication. That's why it's going to come in. When it comes in a lot, and it explains everything. Okay. You don't have all the information. There was some sort of misunderstanding, which is really important, that has to be clarified. So for true understanding, you're going to have to wait. Then you can proceed. This is just an insight for you of what is going to happen. But I'm picking up, do not act on it. Okay? It's just to tell you that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen very quickly. Okay? And it's going to balance things off, finally. And it's that misunderstanding, it's going to be clarified. But it's telling me to tell you to wait until everything is clarified. Okay? So you're just getting the privilege of knowing this beforehand, but do not act on it. Okay, let's go see. What else do we have for our viewers? A message for our viewers, please. Thank you. Patience, there. See. Okay, I just said you have to have patience, you have to wait. The cards are coming out. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see. Child of Wands, the Page of Wands. Okay, he was... The Page of Wands says, yes, you're going to need patience because first you're going to get a couple of sparks. It's going to be a new love. It's going to start off with a couple of sparks, but it's going to take off very quickly. That's why you're not supposed to act on it now. It's going to go fast in any case. Okay. But you just need the patience for this person to act because, like we said, Devil and Deep Blue Sea are behind them, but they still have to come in. Okay, and this is their choice. So this is the messenger that brings, messengers all bring messages, of course, and it's connecting to this first one. This one's actually saying you can start dreaming big. Okay, don't act on it, wait, but you can start dreaming big, because this is all about a new love. Could be renewed, of course, because this person, you already know them. But it's going to move quickly. It's going to be slow at the beginning, because you have to wait until all this comes out. This misunderstanding has to be clarified first. Until it's clarified, you have to go slow. Once it's clarified, this is going to pick up a lot of momentum if you want it. Okay? In the reverse, because I have to take this in both directions, it's horizontal. In the reverse, it's still saying slow down. Okay, it talks about impatience. It's giving me the exact same message, basically. You may be impatient right now. Do not be hasty. Okay, if you are hasty, you're gonna encounter all of this in a very superficial manner. But this person has changed. They're no longer superficial. They realized it. Okay, but we have an energy that's coming in that, due to this encounter with the devil, they've become much more mature and much more grounded. So if you are hasty, you just could ruin everything. Okay, let them come in a mature manner and prove that they want something balanced, that they are balanced, that they're for equality and fairness. Let them do that. Then the other card that you have of your choice here, Guardian of the Swords. So we're talking about the Queen of Swords. This, if you want to, this could be a very powerful partnership. I mean, we're talking about mutual respect. The Queen of Swords is one that has no BS whatsoever. She's authentic. She's honest. She communicates. She sets her boundaries. She wants the truth. She calls out lies. Okay. And she uses logic to heal past hurts. This is for you. You're going to have, if you are hurt in this situation, you're going to have to use, you could use logic to heal past hurts. Okay. What I'm picking up is that there were harsh words said. You were harmed by the words. Right? Yeah, because like they say, the knife can cut. The words can do damage. They go right inside of you and they stay in there. Whereas an external bruise heals and goes away. But words, harsh words, cruel communication, that stays in you. And that goes around your head over and over, and you can hear those words over and over. And it's basically like the hurt was inflicted over and over. Okay? This talks about healing using the mind and letting them go. Now, you can do that. You have the power to use logic to heal your past hurts, because the Queen of Swords does have that power. Or you can continue repeating those words, those cruel words, or those harsh words. You can continue repeating them in your mind and self-inflicting pain. Okay? In this case, you're going to be guided by your emotions. You're not going to listen to your logic. But the fact is that it's sort of like saying that you're going to give your power away. And that's what's going on now. But that's because you didn't know about this. Or maybe you did know, but you didn't know to what extent the devil was trying to drown this person in the sea. Okay? So once that does come out, like we said, wait for it first. And then decide. Okay? You will have a decision to make. This is your decision. You have free will and everything. Okay? But this card was really saying, wait until the miscommunication is clarified. Because you need clarity. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what else do we have? Anything else for our viewer? It's really good information. This is actually the same message that was repeated in, I think, the previous one or the second previous one, about the communication that you have to wait. Okay, you really have to exercise patience. Again, synchronicity. This is connecting. The only thing that didn't come out in that previous reading was this, the part about the karmic pulling them down and being involved in some manner. Okay, and you probably didn't know it was over, or it's like completely behind them, or something of the sort. Okay, maybe you knew that there was still some sort of connection that they had to go through or something, and so you just pulled yourself back and said, I want out, because it wasn't your place. So in fact, you did the right thing. But the message here, I think the most important one is that it's all behind them completely, and they've changed because of it. Okay, let's see. Six of Cups. Okay, I'm getting both of them like they felt like so, horizontally. They're breaking free from the past, okay? And what they want to do is rekindle a past love. That is, they're breaking free, and they broke free from the devil and the deep blue sea, and what they want to do is rekindle the connection that they had with you. Okay? This is telling me both, because there's two things in there, breaking free and rekindling with you. This one instead is this another 6. 6, 6. Interesting. The 6 of Pentacles. This is another balancing card. Just like the Temperance that balances things off. Okay. This is actually balance, harmony, and also loyalty. Okay. Exactly what we were saying about the song. That, you know, I'm going to wrap around your finger. You're going to be wrapped around mine. Balance, equal, fair. Okay. This is another card that's reinforcing it. There's a lot of reciprocity in this one. There's reciprocal appreciation of giving and receiving. Okay. It's in the horizontal position because there's a second message in here. The other message, the flip side, don't give away your power. You might be, there could have been an imbalance before, or maybe you felt that there was an imbalance or something of the sort, or you might be very generous. But this card says, don't give away your power. Just let the relationship, if you're going to let it happen again, let it happen perfectly balanced. Even if you want to give more, try to keep it balanced. Okay? Because what will happen is when there's a power imbalance, you're going to feel off. It could make you feel and slip back to the period in which you were separated and the whys. Okay? You're not supposed to slip back. You're supposed to move forward. And if this person is coming in with balance, equality, and fairness on his mind because he had had enough of whatever happened, of being dominated, etc., then that's fantastic. I mean, take it, appreciate it, because fairness is something that we all strive for, we all wish for. The Emperor comes in. Okay, beautiful card as well, very strong. The Emperor, like I was saying, this is a twin flame. This is the feeling of a twin flame. This is someone that is coming in, and most likely you are a twin flame. In the last reading of the Timeless Tarot, I had the Emperor and the Empress. And I said, I'm feeling the twin flame energy. Most likely we had, like I said here, the karmic energy that was recalling the twin flames from the Four of Wands, the flash that I had of that card. And this is your Emperor, okay? You're just going to feel so good with them. They feel familiar. They always have felt familiar, even though when they walked into your life, they were a perfect stranger, but you still had this sensation of knowing them already. And that's it. And you felt completely at ease in their presence, even though they were completely new, right? This also talks about a loyal and stable commitment. It's not the Four of Wands with the wedding, but it is. In reality, it talks about marriage as well. With the Emperor, it's serious. Okay? Whatever commitment, it can lead to marriage, of course. The Four of Wands came out in my mind. But this is the other one. Elder of Cups. Wow. You got the good guy. This is the King of Cups. This is the good guy of the story. Whatever fairy tale, whatever movie you look at, and the good guy is always the underdog or something. This is the good guy, okay? Mature, Also romantic, very warm. They understand and they support the weakness of their partner. Okay. And we were talking about everything being balanced. This is it. Okay. This is in the sideways position because we were saying that at the beginning, it's not going to be perfectly stable at the beginning because you're just meeting up and maybe time has gone by. Maybe a year has gone by, the 2 years, 83, 84, right? Or it could be a year when you meet them because this is not going to happen tomorrow. There's going to be, you might just see them having mood swings, okay? Positive and negative. Remember the devil and the deep blue sea, what they went through. And that'll explain the mood swings. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. Because the person coming in for you is the good guy. Wow. Really nice reading. Positive, beautiful. I really hope this happens. I wish I had mentioned the Temperance card. Would have been perfect. Oh well. It's okay. It came out. What counts is that beautiful Temperance card came out for the balance and everything will go well. I really am happy to give you this positive message and I really hope it resonates with everyone. Give me a thumbs up if it does or leave me a message or something because I really would appreciate it. Okay, everyone. In the meantime, have fun, relax, try to resist and wait because it's coming in and it's beautiful. In the meantime, thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking, for sharing, and subscribing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now from Angel.